So no one asked me to build any of these. No investor, no focus group, no DM saying, Faye, please, the world needs another app. I built these 3 things this year, really in the last month, that no one requested. And I'm about to tell you exactly why. And one stubborn bet sitting underneath all 3 of them, because it's the same bet every single time.
You're listening to Too Late My Ass, the podcast that exists because someone had to say it out loud. I'm Faye Chappell, and this show is for anyone who's been quietly wondering if they missed their window. Spoiler, you didn't. Your brain is still neuroplastic, your identity is still negotiable, and your second act, it's not a consolation prize, it's the whole damn point. Let's get into it.
So, if you're 40, 50, or 60 something, and somewhere along the way, somebody made you feel like your best building years are behind you, well, this one's for you. So listen to what I'm going to tell you. If you think it's too late to make something that matters, you're exactly who I made these for. So also stay. So what did I build? Thing number 1, I built something called the Stillwater Reset. It was the first thing I built, and here is why. I went looking for an honest way to do a 3-day reset, just me and water. And everyone I turned to, everything I read, somebody was trying to sell me a powder, a protocol, a starter bundle, a guy with a microphone and abs telling me, buy these electrolytes. And I didn't want the bundle. I wanted the truth. So I built a version that I actually wanted, an app that walks you through a proper reset without supplements, no upsell, no bullshit. 3 days, just water, salt, and me. And here's the part I am most proud of. It tells some people not to do it. So if you're pregnant, if you've got certain conditions, if this isn't your moment, it screens you out and says, no, don't do it. Because most of the wellness world won't do that, because honestly, honesty doesn't really sell as well as hope, right? I built the honest one anyway, a reset, not a punishment, okay? So remember, most wellness world won't do that because honesty doesn't sell as well as hope. So if you're interested in doing something, remember, I built this for me. It's something I want to do. We're going to go live July and do it for the 3 days. I'm going to go live with you each and every day. So if you want to do it for free, you can go to stillwaterreset.com and join me. So thing 2, what I built. It's called the Mindful City. And this is one that is almost embarrassing, because the truth is I wanted to go out, not to a club. I'm good. I wanted to go sit in a room and listen to someone brilliant think out loud, a real talk, a philosophy night, a lecture that leaves a mark. And I couldn't find it, not in one place anyway. And they're happening in every city, but buried under concert listings and brunch deals and 23 things to do this weekend. Nobody made the map, right? So I made the map. The Mindful City really tells you where the most interesting minds in your city are speaking tonight, this week, and it sends you straight to the door. And I built it because I wanted somewhere to point myself on a Tuesday night. And it turns out that I wasn't the only one starving for this, because as I told people, they were all excited. So here is, I can tell you the truth of how it works, because as I was building it, you know, one of my favorite people in the world is Professor Brian Cox. He's an astrophysicist, and I'm an astrophysicist groupie. So, and I was constantly looking to when he was coming back to Toronto, and I couldn't find it. And I was on all the lists, you know, I was on the Ticketmaster alerts, but nothing came through. So I was building the app, and as I was building it, and as I was building the scrapers, weirdest thing happened. He had announced the day before, and I had missed it. And he announced in Toronto for next May. So because I was building my app, I actually managed to find it and get tickets because if I'd waited a couple more days, it probably would have been sold out. It always sells out. So I love this, the Mindful City. I hope you guys do too. So go ahead. Again, it's free, themindfulcity.com. I built it for me, but I'm sharing it with you. And then thing 3, which is what you're listening to right now. Too Late My Ass, season 2 is arriving July this 1st, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you everything that I was talking about this week. So you're listening to it right now, right? But we are leveling up for the next year. So for a year, you've told me the same thing in the comments and in the emails. Hey, I love the pep talk, but I need a room. I need somewhere to actually do some work. And I don't want to spend hours watching videos, hours doing coursework. I've done it all my life. I don't have the time. I want to enjoy my life, but I do want to move on and do some other things. So I built the room. So season 2 isn't a louder pep talk. It's a sharper one. We're done with reinvent yourself as a poster. We did it enough. So season 2 is about translation, taking everything you already know and aiming it at what's next. And there's now an actual place where you can do it, where you can work together with other people instead of just nodding along in your car as you listen to me. Okay. And so the cool thing, and I'm going to go into it a little deeper later, but if you go to toolatemyass.com and you go to the Rebellion Room, you'll see the cool thing is that what we do every month is we have a 2-pronged approach, so that whether you're on a business, you want to launch a new business or launch a new career or write a book, or whether you want to develop a legacy and a life map for your family and friends, you can go both paths. But here is what I did for you guys. I'm so excited. So each and every month you will have a very simple app to do, and you'll answer 8 questions in 30 minutes, and basically it will pump out what direction you want to go, what you want to do, and it all starts with this really cool compass quiz. So it is the easiest way that you can move forward and do something cool. So I will give you more information about that as we go, but if you want to grab it now, you can go ahead and check it out. We don't launch until July 1st. However, go ahead and read everything at toolatemass.com. So that's it. That's 3: Stillwater, Mindful City, and then, of course, Too Late My Ass. It's 3 things that nobody asked me to build, but I did it anyway. And I have 2 more coming. So I just don't want to get too confused with everything. So now, here's the thing. I really got on the mic to say today because people kept asking me how I built 3 things at once, even though I built more. But that's the wrong question. The real question is, why would a woman of my age build 3 things at once when the world is gently suggesting I wind down? And the answer is the bet. One stubborn bet underneath all 3. It's this: when I want something this badly, I know I'm never the only one that wants it. That's not arrogance. That's math. So there's no such thing as really a desire of exactly one. If I'm hungry for an honest reset, a map to the good rooms, a place to do the real work, there are like 100,000 people who just want the same thing but haven't said it out loud. And here's the second half of the bet, the one that actually scares people. I didn't build these despite the years I thought I lost. I built with them. You understand that? You've heard me say it, and I'll say it again because it's the whole thing. Nothing you survive is wasted. So every hard year, every detour, every season that you've quietly filed under, that one doesn't count. That's not damage. That's data. That's the raw material. I built these 3 companies this year out of the stuff most people would have called a write-off. So when somebody tells you it's too late to start, just smile because you already know what I'm going to say. You're not too late. You're exactly on time. You don't start over. People with no experience start over. You've got 30, 40 years of experience. You translate. That's a second act with teeth. Okay, so here's what I want you to do, and it costs you nothing, okay? Nothing at all. I'm going to start with the compass. It's free. It's at the top of my links. You go to my website, faithchapel.com, or any of my social feeds, you'll see my links list, right? It's right at the top, or you can just go to Too Late My Ass, and it'll be there at the top as well. And I'll tell you which of these other ones that you can start as well, because your door is opening, and the compass will help you direct yourself to which way you want to go. And if you want to see the whole thing with the lights on and what I'm talking about, then we're opening again July 1st, the first week. And essentially, you can come join us on the 1st, which is the first Wednesday live. We do it every single first Wednesday of the month. You can come in, you can take a look, you can talk to us, you can check it out, whatever you think. As well, if you're interested in doing the Stillwater Reset with me, feel free to go to stillwaterreset.com, join up for free. And if you want to go for a talk tonight, go check out themindfulcity.com. That's it. That's the episode. 3 things nobody asked for, 1 stubborn bet, and a standing invitation that it's not too late. It was never too late.
And that's a wrap on this one. If something landed for you today, sit with it. That's your nervous system updating its software. Let it run. And if you want to get deeper, the Long Game is our daily ritual app, 15 minutes a day, built around the move, mind, and meaning framework. It's the daily practice behind everything we talk about on this show. And you can find it at tlmalonggame.com. And if you're ready to be in the room, the Inner Circle is where we do the real work. Monthly masterclasses, identity challenges, and a community of people who are done playing small. Join us at toolatemayass.com/inner circle. Until next week, stay rebellious. I'll see you then.